What's going on, everybody? King of Dragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Target exclusive 2-pack Raphael and the Foot Soldier. Here we do have Raphael and the Foot Soldier in the packaging. What we're going to do now is take a little break, get them opened up, and then we'll have a better look at the figures inside, so stay tuned, everyone. And so here we have Raph and the Foot Soldier posing out of the packaging. Before we have a look at the figures, let's actually take a look at what they come with. Let's take a look at what Raph comes with first. Raph here does come with a few accessories. He comes with 2 pairs of hands. He comes with a pair of grasping hands. And then he also does come with a dedicated hands for holding his sais. And of course, Raph comes with his 2 sais, and because he has those dedicated hands, you can have him holding it between the fingers, so I really do love that. And that's all Raph gets, plus a slice of pizza. You can't have a Ninja Turtle without some pizza. Other than that, Raph doesn't come with anything. No shell phone, no grappling hook, but that's to be expected. On to the Foot Soldier here, who comes with a few accessories. Just like with the Mikey versus Foot Soldier, he does come with 3 sets of hands. He comes with a pair of fists. He comes with a pair of karate chop hands. And then he also does come with a pair of grasping hands. This Foot Soldier also does come with a handgun. And then he also does get a machine gun. So this Foot Soldier does get 2 extra guns that the original one just got this really big blaster. Overall, I'm really happy with what they come with. I really can't ask for anything more. Maybe a sword for the Foot Soldiers. But other than that, let's have a closer look at these 2 figures. And to start off, we're going to have a closer look at Raphael, and I have to say, once again, I'm really happy with the work NECA did with these animated turtles. Just the likeness to the cartoon is really spot on. I just feel like maybe the green is a tad too dark. It should be a little brighter, but I still love the shade of it. Unlike Mikey, I really do love the shade of the red they went with Raphael, and you can see they did have a darker red for the back of him. Again, I love the fact that these figures look like this, light shining on them, and then the back of the figure also reflects that. Unlike Mikey, Raph has the right side where his teeth are exposed, and I guess it does work with Raph's personality. I would have liked it if he had a little angrier expression, because, you know, he is rude, but cool. Like with Mikey, you can see his shell does have 2 tones. We have the lighter brown, and then right here on the outer rim, we have the darker shade of brown. And then we also do get some line work with Raphael here. So pretty good job on his shell. The back part of his shell is one color with the paint, and there's no shading here just because it's the back, and you can see how the back of the figure has the darker color scheme, which again just shows that light's hitting it from the front. Really do love the line work in these figures. They didn't have to add this line work, but it does make it pop. It makes these guys look like they just jumped out of the screen, or even a comic book. Really love the line work here on the R for Raph. The belt is really well done. Going all the way around, you can see how they even painted some line work in those folds. Now, one thing I am a little disappointed in is that Raph doesn't come with any weapon storage. Just like with Mikey, you might be able to put the size in his belt, but they are a thinner plastic and I do worry about breaking them. So Raph is going to be holding them in his hands, in his dedicated sai hands, or not even have them displayed at all. It's really up to the person. Going down to his legs, you can see they did have a missed opportunity where the line work could continue on the leg. I feel like that's one thing they should have done. But the line work on his knee pads is done really well. The red is really vibrant and bright, while the back of the knee pad right here is a darker shade. So again, really good job there. We have the classic turtle toes or turtle feet with 2 toes, excuse me. And then, is it just my imagination that kind of looks like a frog? I don't know, I think now that I saw that, I'll never be able to unsee it. So overall, really love the detailing here on Raphael. So what we're going to do now is move on to the Foot Soldier. And here we have a closer look at the Foot Soldier. And no, it's not deja vu. You are not watching Mike's Mikey's review, you're watching Raphael's review. Just like with Mikey, Raphael comes with the foot soldier. And if we can just bring out the one that came with Mikey, essentially it's the same figure. Now, paint will vary slightly on these two. They did a really good job making them look the same. Which they're foot soldiers, they're not supposed to have any individuality. They're just the common thugs. But again, really love the yellow in the eyes. It's not over-the-top bright yellow, but it's not so dull that it looks white. It's perfect. I think the foot logo on Raph's foot soldier here is done a little bit better, but that's just my opinion. If you think the one on Mikey's is done better, that's entirely your opinion. Again, we have that same shading going through this figure. So we have the brighter purple and then the darker purple in the back. So again, really digging that. Really loving the lighter purple right here in the front. And if you look up right here, you can actually see it's not a straight line. They actually added some line work here just to make it look like there's some difference. And I didn't point that out on Mikey's review. I completely slipped my mind. But you can see it's not just a straight line where the light meets the dark. There's actually some little detailing in there. And that just shows how much care was given into these figures. Again, we don't have any paintwork here in the black because it's black and you're not really going to see it. The gauntlets have this really awesome line work done in them. You can see the black stands out against the white. The bands are done really well. Everything on this guy is clean. The paintwork is clean. If there's one thing I have to say about these animated turtles, it's that the paintwork is clean on them. Again, I think a missed opportunity right here on the fist, or all the hands in general that didn't get a paint job, and you might say that it really doesn't matter, but the turtles also did get paint on the hands, so I don't know why the foot soldiers didn't. That's a little bit odd to me. Again, his belt here, you can see the two tones. You really can't see the black line work in his belt, which is a little bit unfortunate. That I don't think they did the paint job here. Let me check the other one really fast. This one has faint line work in it. This one seems like it was completely omitted. It's not a big deal. It's not something I'm going to like stare at and complain about, but it is something to note. Going on to his pants. Again, not much line work on his pants because they are kind of form-fitting. He's a robot. He doesn't need baggy pants. We get those two shades of purple, lighter in the front, darker in the back. No line work here on his pants where the folds and wrinkles are, which it is a little bit of a shame. I would have liked to see some line work there. We go on to his foot wrappings, which are done really well. I really love the sculpt work in the foot wrappings. They did a really awesome job on that. No tabby socks because they are just the foot wrappings. But anyway, that's this foot soldier for you guys. It's the exact same one that we got with Mikey. So what we're going to do is compare these two figures to other figures you may have in your collection. Here we have Raph posed next to a DC Multiverse Superman and a Marvel Legends Cyclops. Here we have Raph posed next to a WWE Elite Scale figure and a Mezco 1/12 Collective Popeye the Sailor Man. Here we have the animated series Raph posed next to the NECA GameStop exclusive movie Raphael. And finally, here we have Raphael posed next to the rest of the animated series Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Here we have the foot soldier posed next to a DC Multiverse Superman and a Marvel Legends Cyclops. Here we have the foot soldier posed next to a WWE Elite Scale figure and a Mezco 1/12 Collective Popeye the Sailor Man. Here we have the foot soldier posed next to a NECA GameStop exclusive Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie Raphael. And finally, here we have the foot soldier posed next to the animated series Shredder. So with the comparisons out of the way, let's take a look at the articulation on both these figures. We'll have a look at Raphael first. Raphael here does have the same articulation as Michelangelo. If you haven't seen that video, let's actually take a look at Raphael's articulation because every review is somebody's first review. Unlike Michelangelo, Raphael's bandana actually swivels. I don't know what it is with my Michelangelo, the bandana doesn't swivel, but on Raph, it swivels just fine, so you can have that pose. Raphael's head is on a ball joint, so he can look up, he can look down, he can tilt his head side to side, and then it also does rotate side to side. He also does have a minor ball joint in the neck, so we do get some added movement going front to back, side to side, a little extra rotation there. Arms are on a ball joint, go out to about that far. Again, the left shoulder on all my figures are really stiff, and you can see it doesn't go all the way out horizontal. Raphael's arm does go all the way back there. Doesn't go all the way back because his shell does prevent that. He does have a bicep swivel in his arms, which is done really well. He has a single bend in the elbow as well as a swivel in the elbow, so good articulation there. He has a swivel and a horizontal hinge in the wrist, so really good there. He has in and out movement there. He does have some articulation here in the torso. I think it's a ball joint because it does rotate slightly, does pivot side to side. Really minuscule forward movement, no backward movement, so it might as well not even be there. Legs do go forward to about there, no issues there. Again, the shell is kind of soft. They go back only to about that far, only because the shell has no give. Does the splits really well. Has a thigh swivel right here. A little stiff. It has gotten a little looser the more I mess with it, so that's pretty good. He is double jointed in the knee. Goes up to about that far. Has a ball joint in the foot, so it does pivot side to side. Goes forward, back. Pretty good movement here on Raphael's feet, so he's fully articulated. Now let's take a look at the foot soldier. He does have a ball joint in the head, which does let him look up and down. He can look left and right. Now, because the way his head is situated on his shoulders, his head rotates this way, so it does look kind of creepy, and I kind of love it. Arms on a ball joint go out to about that far. Again, the right arm comes out further. I really don't want to be forcing these joints. I have hit it with a hairdryer, but still doesn't want to give. Arms would do a full 360, but they are hindered by his tunic right here, so again, would do a full 360, but they are hindered. He has a bicep swivel, which works pretty good. Double bend in the elbow gives us that much range. He has a horizontal hinge, so we have some in and out movement, although it is a little bit stiff. And then we have rotation. No ab crunch, but we do have a swivel at the waist. Legs do go forward pretty all the way. They go back all the way, go out pretty far. He can do the splits pretty good. He has a thigh swivel, double bend in the knee. He has a swivel right here at the calf and has a ball hinge in the ankle, although mine is a little stiff on this side, but he does have a pivot, forward and backwards movement, and then a toe joint. So overall, great articulation on both these figures. So what we're going to do now is take a little break, get them posed for my final thoughts, and then we'll wrap up this review. And so here we have the NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Raph vs. the Foot Soldier 2-pack posed for my final thoughts. Overall, I really do like this set, and Raph is my favorite turtle, so I am glad I picked this set up. It never hurts having another foot soldier in your Foot Clan army, seeing as how this is technically an army builder for the foot soldier. Although Raph is a really nice figure, I do feel like maybe the foot soldier should have come with a different weapon. Guns are nice, but I would have liked to see some swords, maybe some knives, just to give it some variety between soldiers. But I still love the way this set came out. I love the fact they gave Raph hands dedicated to hold his size. It looks amazing when you get both sides in his hands. Overall, I really do recommend this set if you're a collector of NECA or a fan of the Ninja Turtles. This does bring back a lot of memories of when I was a kid. So if you are a 90s kid like myself, you're going to want to have this in your collection. Now, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle 2-packs are exclusive to Target, and I was able to pick up all 4 sets. They are going to run you about $50 each, so be expecting to pay at least $54 with tax. With that being said, guys, I'm KingofDragons 5000. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, check out my Instagram account for some new and exciting action figure photos. As always, if there's a figure you would like to see me review, let me know down in the comments, and if it fits in my collection, I'll definitely have a look at it. And while you're at it, check out all my other NECA and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. There's a playlist in my channel, so go ahead and check that out. Until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Take care, everyone.